Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. As usual, let me make sure that everything is working right and then we'll continue on from there, bi'idhnillahi ta'ala. Let's see here. So, checking YouTube real quick. Okay. All right, mic check on YouTube. Okay. So, it seems like YouTube is good. I'm going to check Facebook and then Instagram and then we'll get going. To be good, I'm just going to share it real quick. And then last but not least, Instagram, hoping that there's no particular issues. All right, mic check Instagram. Okay. So it seems like Instagram is ready to go as well. So Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, we'll get started. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, Ridwanullah family. Welcome to a new episode of the Ridwanullah Show. I'm your host and coach and life coach, Hussein Mohamud, working to help you completely maximize your life in this dunya and in the akhirah for the pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Verily, all praise and thanks are due to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, our creator, owner, and sustainer, the one who's worthy of all worship without any associates or intermediaries. And may the peace and blessings of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala be upon the most esteemed leader and most honorable teacher, Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam, his family, his companions, and those who follow him until the day of judgment. Allahumma ameen. And inshallah, in today's episode, we're going to be talking about something that could be on your mind. And if it's not, then it's cool. But more likely than not, it is on your mind. And that's wasting your life, right? Just wasting your life, right? Not putting it to good use, not utilizing it in the way that it was created it for, and just wasting your life. So that's essentially what we're going to be talking about, bi'idhnillahi ta'ala. And you can hit me up directly with any of your life maximization questions at 801 471 6491. Once again, 801 641 4791. I believe that's it. Yeah, 647. So what am I saying? 801 471 6491. Once again, 801 471 6491. It should be in the descriptions below for those who want to double check on that number before calling it. Um, So, that's essentially what we're going to be talking about. As you try to pursue your passions, purpose, and dreams in life, sometimes you can feel like you're wasting it. You know what I mean? And, it's important to make sure that you don't feel like you're wasting your life, and take care of the things that are making you feel like you're wasting your life. So, if you're procrastinating and being lazy, flip that over and try to be as productive, as relentless, uh, you know, as productive and relentless as possible. Bi-idhnillahi ta'ala. So, there's probably a lot of reasons why, people are feeling like they're wasting their lives. And it's important to figure that out and get it together. Bi-idhnillahi ta'ala. And, just try to understand what are the things that you're experiencing, what are the things that and what are the results that you're going through currently in your life. Life is extremely complex and hard in one aspect, and then within the same token, it's simple and easy. You know what I mean? I think a lot of it is making sure that your values and priorities are in order. and your order of operation. And make sure that it's a dynamic approach, because something that's not dynamic will not cut it for the most part. And when you have your order of operation, and what are you taking each step at a time, you need to have some focus points. What are the one, two, maximum three things that you're going to be regularly focused on building? And for me, I realized that's something that I really have to figure out and get together myself. And also, you have to stick with a good calendar system and a productivity system as well. So a lot of these things I know just sounds like words to many of us, but it is something that for us to consider and to put things in perspective, so we can have the right perception and approach to make sure that we're elevating and maximizing our lives to at least sufficient level, right? And those are a lot of the things that I'm thinking about in terms of life maximization, and making sure that you're not wasting your life. So wasting your life, I think, is just not being productive and relentless, and you're actually procrastinating and being lazy and things of that nature. And you're not fulfilling your purpose in life, right? That's a part of wasting your life, where if you don't even know what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created you for, even though it's straightforward and clear in the Quran and the Sunnah, um, then it's something that you really have to take into account and really look at. Are you fulfilling your life's purpose? Are you taking care of the things that you need and want to take care of? And furthermore, um, you know, um, when you're looking at wasting your life, there's a general purpose of life that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created you for, that has its own requirements and things of that nature that you would have to take care of. A part of it is the fard, and other things. And then there's the unique purpose, right? Something that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala specifically created you for. And for me, I feel like it's coaching, because it's in my nature, it's in my DNA, just having that passion of wanting to help people and things of that nature. So I feel like that's my unique purpose. And for those who are not aware of their general purpose, I'm tempted to tell you guys, but I also want you to do your research and due diligence and learn about the general purpose of life. And Ridwanullah is the hint that I'm going to give you. And also, in addition to your general purpose, you need to find your unique purpose, the thing that gives you life in your life, the thing that you feel so passionate and dedicated to, that you can't seem to get off of your mind. You can't seem to stop thinking about it. So, it's going to be extraordinarily important to think about that, bi'idhnillahi ta'ala. Another thing, another aspect of wasting your life is not living your purpose, your general purpose, as well as your unique purpose. Another aspect of, uh, you know, of wasting your life is just not healing quick enough. Sometimes we take too long to heal from the trauma and the wound and all of the things, that the damages that we have internally in our hearts and souls, minds and guts, right? And physically is a different element of it, but your psyche, to be precise, is your psyche, right? So for us to really think about the aspects of wasting your life, right? Wasting time is another aspect of it, right? Of wasting your life, and is the core part of it, because Ibn al-Qayyim rahimahullah, he mentioned that wasting time is worse than death, right? Why? Because death separates you from this dunya. right? Whereas wasting time separates you from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So, a lot of it is, just not wasting time, being productive and things of that nature. So, we want to not waste our lives, but utilize our lives to the best of our abilities by the will of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So, if you're looking to, achieve your goals and dreams, wasting your life is not the way to go. Utilizing your life and impacting people in the most positive way possible is really the thing that gets you inspired and motivated and passionate to achieve your goals and dreams and to achieve your vision and things of that nature. So, as I think about, the individuals that are living that have impacted my life in a positive way, as well as those loved ones who have passed that have impacted our lives in a positive way. It inspires and motivates me to want to, impact you in a positive way, impact your life in a positive way by the will of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And that really is a part of my core motivation in life, is to positively impact people's lives, right, for free and for money, right, and everything in between. So, and it's an ongoing battle. It's a challenge, because it's one of those things where if you're not intentional about, if you're not really, really focused on and going after it as best and as much as you possibly can, it is something that can fall between the cracks. And we really, really need to, be intentional about our life and work on gaining closeness to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and working towards achieving the pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So, that's a lot of the things that is kind of running through my head when I'm thinking about wasting, feeling like I'm wasting my life. And I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to not allow us to waste our lives, but to actually maximize our lives to the best of our abilities. And you know, and sometimes life, it gets us focused on the material aspects of life, the financial aspects of life. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but if that's the only thing that you're focused on and concerned about, then in reality what happens is you're going to start feeling deprived internally until you start feeling empty inside and start feeling completely empty inside, because you've lost focus of the straight path. You've lost focus of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You've lost focus of the things that really mean something in your life. So, for me, as I'm looking forward in my life, there's a lot of unknowns, right? There's a lot of question marks. There's a lot of things that I'm trying to figure out. But as I look back, there's so many great things that I was able to accomplish and so many things that I was able to learn and grow through and and achieve. But within that same token, there's still a lot more to figure out and get together, and really, really make something out of life. And I hope that you're not wasting your life. You're not, throwing your life away in the garbage like most of us have, and doing things that we shouldn't be doing things that are disobeying Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, doing things that are self-destructive and destroying others as well. Whether that's binge eating, drinking, drugging, alcohol abuse, backbiting and slandering, and so many other things that are just negative that people do. So, instead of binging and drinking and drugging and alcohol and things of that nature, it's important to restrain yourself and eat properly. And instead of, what do you call it? Backbiting and slandering, speak highly and good about your brothers and sisters and think well of them by the will of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and so forth and so on. So, since there's no call for today, I'll kind of end it there, bi'idhnillahi ta'ala. and then we'll get on to the Mohamud show. Jazakumullahu khair, Ridwanullah family, for tuning into a new episode of the Ridwanullah Show. I'm your host and life coach, Hussein Mohamud, checking out by saying, never ever give up on completely maximizing life in this dunya and in the akhirah for the pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.